Hey everybody, it's the guy, and also Devin.
Yo.
We are here to talk about this trailer, the one that was supposed to convince us to buy the game, supposedly.
Yeah.
So, I have a lot of not good to say. Devin, I'm gonna go ahead and let you lead before I unload on this thing. What do you have to say about this trailer?
Well, at first I want to say it wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay, what were you expecting?
I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but it showed me stuff that I wasn't expecting.
Okay.
But it did show me stuff I was expecting also, but that's topic for a different time.
Oh, okay, got you. But like things you were expecting in a good or a bad way?
I'm not real sure.
You're not real sure yet. Well, let me tell you. First off, I love that like Necrozma, they're like acting like this is a big reveal, like no one knew it existed except for everyone. And they're also putting it on TCG boxes, so
yeah.
I mean, you do you, but whatever.
Yeah. It was actually kind of funny because I was watching this and my roommate was with me, and I'm like, "Oh dang, they're actually using Necrozma." And he's like, "What's Necrozma?" I'm like, "Did you never finish the post game of Sun and Moon?" He's like, "No." I'm like,
a lot of
seriously.
A lot of people didn't even bother with it. So here, first off, I didn't need to be told that there was going to be a well, you see, Necrozma fused with whatever. Like, I mean, you could see that.
Yeah.
Also, now that I see the back end of Lunala's Necrozma thing, I don't like it because it looks like there's a giant triangle just stuck in its back.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But okay, so apparently these are Necrozma. They don't count these as like Solgaleo or Lunala.
Yeah, it's kind of like Curum.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically, what I would sum this up as, or at least from what it looks like, I'd sum it up a lot like this is Black and White 2 if they did it incorrectly. So,
well, here's my thing, because I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I was expecting it more Black and White 2.
Okay.
But from what the trailer and stuff I've seen, this is more like Platinum.
You think this is more like... So you think this is more of a third game than it is...
Yes.
But
it's like how Platinum was to Diamond and Pearl. It was exact same storyline, just minor changes to the plot here and there. And minor area changes.
So okay. Here's my biggest problem with that. While Sun and Moon was fine on its own, I don't know exactly how willing I am to play it again without some major changes. So, I feel like... So, it's different when you're playing Diamond and Pearl, and then you go to Platinum, where it just feels like a third game. But this really doesn't look like... I mean, so far I'm seeing... So, usually there was some kind of graphical advancement, or there's some kind of mechanic advancement that made the game better, right?
Yeah.
So far, looks like we're still doing Z moves. There's only been like 2 or 3 Pokemon announced, which kind of tells me that it's just going to be the same Pokemon, but maybe in different locations. Because by now I thought that they would say something about a Alolan Pokemon.
Yeah, a lot of people expected to.
Yeah, and then they didn't. So, what I'm thinking is perhaps they're stalling for time. And... here's what makes me say that. So everybody is talking about this big Switch project that they're working on, right? What if they were supposed to have it done already? Like, so I don't know. Do you know the backstory about why Black and White 2 got made?
Not 100%.
Okay, so the backstory with that is Black and White 2 got made because X and Y were not ready yet. They were supposed to be ready like a year in advance, but they hit some major problems, so they had these big delays. So they had a small team work on a mini game to add into Black and White. Past that, it was mostly coding and retexturing. Essentially, they only made the game to stall for time because they were waiting for the next Pokemon game to come. Or they were waiting for X and Y's development to be like ready to ship. Because Nintendo has... So, if you look up like the lineup of games and stuff like that, it starts to make sense because at the time, Nintendo didn't really have a lot of heavy hitters coming out for the DS or 3DS that season. So,
yeah, that's true.
I'm wondering... So, the only real heavy hitter I see for the 3DS, at least, is Metroid.
Yeah.
Because you look at the other games that they're releasing, like, it's all either small indie games or it's a Kirby minigame, but that's not even coming out until January.
Yeah.
So, that leaves the 3DS with what now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking what happened was they're like, all right, we gotta sell more 3DSs. How do we do it? Let's make a 2.5. And I feel like that's what this is, or it's more of a 1.5 than anything like that. I'm not excited for this game at all. I'm gonna play it because it's Pokemon and I love Pokemon. Although this seems like a real big step in the wrong direction. And definitely when it comes to some of the designs and some of the things they showed off in here, which we're gonna wait about and talk in the second part of this video, but I gotta I just don't. I did notice that the Z crystals look a little different.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that means much of anything.
Not much that we know of.
I love that we get into these like conspiracy theories and like, oh well, what if Necrozma took a shit somewhere and it changed how the Z crystals work, and now you can use 2 of them. No, it's probably just the Z crystals again, but they changed the shape because it's different.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say that scene with Necrozma like getting ready to like grab Solgaleo and Lunala. Have you seen the trailer for Sonic Forces?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw him, all I could hear was the theme song of Mr. Edgy Mouse Lord.
Infinite.
Yeah, Infinite. Yeah. All I could hear was that theme song because he had that red background. He was black. He was even doing like the same like unpowerful pose.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really have anything good to say about this. I'm more excited for some of the post releases that, or post like information that had nothing to do with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon than I was with anything that they actually announced. Like this is no more information that I didn't already know by just looking at it.
Yeah.
And it's like this trailer was pointless. I guess they announced a new Ultra Beast, but that's it.
For the most part.
I mean, so I heard back with that last trailer, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Rockruff is following that trainer. That must mean that we have following Pokemon." But then you see gameplay later and it shows that that's not true. Because you see the trainer running around and there's nothing behind them.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not the beginning area.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have confirmation of gyms. As far as we know, trials are still going to be a thing because that's just kind of this region's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see anything worth mentioning really. I feel like this trailer didn't need to happen. 2, I still don't want to buy it. You know? I don't want to buy this game. If I wasn't collecting all of the main series Pokemon games, I probably would have skipped this one. Like, I almost skipped... No, that's not true. I was going to say I almost skipped Black and White 2, but I didn't. I was super into Black and White too. But something about this game just pushes me the wrong way. That just screams greedy, you know?
Yeah.
So like, okay, I hear you saying a lot of ants. So what is your counterpoint? Defend Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for me, good sir.
How
Ew,
am I gonna...
I just saw Solgaleo's flappy mouth and I didn't like it.
Oh, let's see here. I'm not real sure.
Oh yeah?
I mean, I can defend it up to a point, but ultimately it is a bit of a money grab, it seems.
It just... Or like they're stalling for time, right? But like...
Either that too.
It feels more apparent than it did with Black and White, you know?
Yeah, so far what they've shown off, it's minor changes in the same stuff we've known.
Yeah. So I'll tell
since
you what,
the reveal.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to go ahead and end this part right here. If you want to catch the second part of this, head over to Devin's channel in the description below. And go check out the other half of this where we talk about Ultra Beast and Gold and Silver.
Yeah.